Y'all, I have some good news and I have some bad news, so stay tuned. You're watching Real Talk TV Media, um, where we do talk about everything and anything. We are currently learning Spanish. So as y'all know, I try to practice what I preach, and to be a better version of myself for you guys, so that you could be a better version of yourself for the people around you. I I okay. I want y'all to like this video now. Like this video now, okay? We have less than 2,000 subscribers. My goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers so that the algorithm can expand our community so that we can do things as a community. I'm just saying. Um but here goes. Here it goes. The bad news. Do y'all want the bad news or the good news first? I'm just saying. Okay. So, the good news, I'll give it to you good first. Primero. Y'all know we speak Spanish here. We are learning Spanish. We are practicing Spanish so that we can talk about world topics in more languages than one. I don't know. So we can build bridges of talking about two, four people. I like that. I don't know. I don't know where the channel is going, but I like the direction it's headed. That I think it's headed. That it's being developing into. Um, but the good news about that is because you guys show me that the content that I produce um at least valued by like a handful of people, our core group. I have decided to really pursue this computer stuff, this internet stuff, as long as we have it. I'm not going to talk about why that comment was made at this moment. So I have been working on structuring the content. When that will be, when it will actually be a structured production, I cannot tell y'all when because I don't know. Okay, it's still developing. But it, I want to present something to y'all eventually that really encompasses what this channel is supposed to be for as it evolves into what it's supposed to be for. Okay, so that's one part of the good news. The second part, I got a laptop. I got a laptop. So y'all know, if you've been watching me through the good and the bad, y'all know that my laptop broke and I have been struggling to figure it out. I got a laptop. I got a laptop, y'all. No thanks to my subscribers. No thanks to myself. Y'all was supposed to help me get a laptop, but it's okay. Cause I ended up getting a laptop through our wonderful mayor. She's wonderful to me now till she crossed the people. But I think she's great. The mayor that we have of Philadelphia right now. And not just cause she provided us with laptops, but she been doing some awesome things in our community with the rec centers and acknowledging people in the community for what they contribute to it. Um, and to me, she continues to help us be better as a society. So far, this is her first year, so I think a second year, so we'll give her some opportunity to show us um, how what she's all about. Anyway, the bad news. The bad news is even though I got this wonderful laptop, I'm so happy. I have to redo the content, the Spanish learning content from Friday, viernes, because I realized that I did not share my screen. Do y'all know how mad I am? I'm just saying. I'm here on a Sunday, getting ready to attempt 2 lessons at once. Okay? So if you're ready, I'm ready. Como se dice ready en español? Estoy listo. I'm ready. Let's try it, y'all. Let's get it on. Please take breaks. Talk to me in the chat. I don't know. I'll drop the link today. Okay, so we can do this together. Juntos. Como se dice we can. Oh my gosh. Somos juntos? Oh no, somos puede juntos? I don't know. Um here we go, because I talk sometimes too much. Here's the lesson. It is up on the screen so that you can see it this time. I love when you see it with me. Good Marcos, do you like to start trouble? Good morning. What's up? Nothing. Nothing. I'm still learning Spanish, Marcos. Um I I got a new laptop, Marcos. And I am preparing for my trip, y'all. So please don't be mad at me if y'all see me trying to fundraise. I'm traveling. Regardless of whether I reach the goal or not, I'm gonna make it happen. Y'all know I made it happen last year, right? Okay. I'm gonna drop the link and I will remind people as if y'all come in, because I know it's a Sunday. If y'all come in, watch it on the replay, fast forward it back. I don't know, whatever y'all do. Y'all will have the opportunity to come up here. Control V and stress me out. Wait, what? A new trip? It's been a year, Marcos. It's been a year. So yes, a new trip. So I could easily learn or practice my Spanish here in the States. That's what I plan on doing. Once the weather breaks, because a girl ain't got time. But I don't know. It's something about going somewhere else and like really being vulnerable to the culture. And I had such a wonderful time in Mexico and it was affordable. It was affordable. I did not realize that it would be that affordable. Not to mention, I have to go to Mexico to get my paperwork to be a citizen. I mean, not a citizen, a resident. So there are a lot of things going on. Um, so I will be in Mexico again, but I do eventually want to travel to other Spanish speaking countries. But I have to go to Mexico for paperwork reasons. Y'all. Hopefully my Spanish will be better because I'm supposed to be talking to like um the consulate there or something. Y'all gonna have to wish me luck. Put a heart in the chat if you heard of Toluca. I'm just saying. All right. Let's begin. I will start. We'll have fun um today and just try to get through these lessons. So we got cinco y seis hoy para hoy. If I can get through it. I don't know. I don't know, y'all.
Listen carefully.
Me bajo aquí.
Me, ba-
Means, I'm getting off here. Let's hear that one more time.
Me bajo aquí.
me bajo aquí.
Now, let's learn how to say, to get off.
Bajarse.
Listen
Bajarse.
closely one more time.
Bajarse.
Bajarse. Okay.
Nice. Now practice saying, to get off.
To get off. Bajarse.
Bajarse.
Bajarse. Bajarse. Bajarse.
Listen carefully.
Me bajo.
Means, I get off. Let's hear that one more time.
Me bajo.
Me bajo.
How do you say, I get off?
Bajarse. Oh, me bajo.
Me bajo.
Me bajo. We looked up yesterday why it's me instead of something like se, su, or lo siento, not su. Uh, what was it? Oh, yo. Instead of yo, why it's me. Um, and I forgot. Let me see what they said. It was like because it's a a verb, but not just any verb, a something verb, reflexive verb or something like that. So, if you are a Spanish speaker, native Spanish speaker, I think this program will help you in terms of um, learning a more technical way to speak or write or how, a more technical Spanish. The same way I go to school for English and I'm an English speaker, but I go to school for English to be a more technical English writer. So yeah. Me bajo.
Nice. Now practice saying, to get off.
To get off, bajarse.
Bajarse.
How do you say, I get off?
Me bajo.
Me bajo.
And I'm gonna just look it up real quick. Me bajo. Me bajo in why is it me bajo? Let's see if they can answer the question. I don't know. I don't even know if I wrote it correctly. Uh, da, 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 da. Translate me bajo. Me bajo. I really have to like make sure that I scroll past AI overview. I'm really sick of AI. I mean, I don't even know how to describe this. I'm sick of them popping up first. When I can look up articles and do actual research. I like research. AI is for people who don't like research. Examples of me bajo, examples of sentence, examples of me bajo, sentences. No, I don't want sentences. Me bajo. When to use. See what I'm saying? When to use me bajo. Me bajo. Why? I'm getting off. Okay, that's what we use. When to use may instead of bajo, because we know bajo is the verb. When to use may in Spanish. Me versus yo. Okay. So may used in front of certain verbs, but yo is used for other verbs. So there are different sets of verbs. Indirect object pronoun. Okay, so then the question would be, what are the different types of verbs in Spanish? Okay. So here are the different types of verbs in Spanish. You have infinitive. Is this it? Wait. Spanish verbs are categorized by their infinitive endings. Reflect. Okay. So these verbs are categorized by their infinitive endings, such as AR, ER, and IR. You have the reflexive verb, you have the auxiliary verb, and the transitive, thank you. Transitive verb. Oh, and is this one more? And one more, intransitive verb. So you got transitive, intransitive, reflexive, and auxiliary verb. Those are the 4 verbs. And they help you determine what goes in front of them, whether it's a yo or a me. Verb types in Spanish. So I'm not going to go in more depth, but hopefully that helps you with knowing when to use, or not necessarily knowing when to use, but understanding that there are different reasons to use yo and me. So me bajo.
Now, put all the pieces together and say, I'm getting off here.
Me bajo aquí.
Me bajo aquí.
What's the way to say, we are?
Okay, pause this because I mess this up all the time. Okay. We are the verb to be, and then the plural form of that verb está. It could be está. Estamos. It could be estamos is what I'm thinking about. I did this yesterday. I should know this.
Estamos.
My God. Okay. I have to remember that I'm in front of a microphone. I wanted the screen. Estamos. If you got it right, woo woo. Because all right, the reason it's difficult para mí is I think about the we pronoun, which is like nos or something like that. So there, estamos.
Do you see the ending here? Now try to apply this ending to the new verb you just learned.
Okay, let's try it, y'all.
Now, how do you think you would say, we get off?
We get off. Bajamos, or is it? Yeah, bajamos.
Nos bajamos.
Nos bajamos. There go nos, like nosotros, nos bajamos. I always forget something.
Try to say, there.
Allí.
Allí.
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say, we get off there.
Nos bajamos allí.
Nos bajamos allí.
Now, how do you say, To wait.
Esperar. Esperar.
Esperar.
Based on what you've already learned, what do you think is the correct way to say, "We get off here. Can you wait, please?" in a formal setting?
Nos bajamos allí. ¿Puede esperar, por favor?
Nos bajamos aquí. ¿Puede esperar, por favor?
Yay.
How do you say, "You speak," in a formal situation?
Habla.
Habla.
You've seen that verbs in Spanish must reflect their subject. Most follow a regular pattern. Given the verb
Hablar.
to speak and
Habla.
you speak, formal, try to guess the answer to this next slide.
All right, they want me to guess. Fine.
Now, try your best to figure out how to formally say, "You get off."
Um, baja. Baja?
Se baja.
Say. Okay, there goes say. We know say. Um, se baja. I have to really figure out a way to master these subject pronouns. I'm serious. It's so frustrating.
Let's try something new. How would you formally say, "Where do you get off?"
Mind y'all, I did this one already, like this lesson, and it feels like I never did it before. Okay, a dónde or dónde? Dónde formal, formal. Um, a dónde bajar, baja, se baja. ¿A dónde se baja?
¿Dónde se baja?
Oh, dónde. Okay. Where and where? Let's see. A dónde versus dónde. Dónde versus a dónde versus dónde differences in uses in Spanish. A dónde, both a dónde y dónde indicate some movement or destination. What is the difference between dónde and versus? Okay. Movement. Okay, so a dónde y uh-oh. So apparently there are 3. There are what's up, you guys? To all the people who just came in. So apparently there are 3. ¿A dónde? ¿A dónde? Y ¿dónde? And it says ¿dónde can be more static, whereas ¿a dónde is more directional. Okay? So, yeah, I have no clue what that means.
Based on what you've already learned, what do you think is the correct way to say, "Where do you have to get off?" in a formal setting?
Okay, so this is formal. They want us to use donde and not a donde. So donde, se for you, se baja, se I keep saying baja, baja, um, se baja. That's it? No, 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 no. It can't be it. To get off, have. I see tiene aquí. So maybe it's donde, donde tiene, tiene abaja, se baja. Let's see.
¿Dónde tiene que bajarse?
Bajarse. Okay, so it's not you get off, it's to get off. So bajarse, you go back to like the factory reset. Bajarse. Tiene que, which is you have to. Yes, that is correct. Um, not to have, but have to. So tiene que. Okay. Okay. This is so tough. ¿Dónde tiene que bajarse?
What's the formal way to say, we get off here? Can you wait, please?
Nos bajamos. Nos bajamos aquí. ¿Puede esperar, por favor?
Nos bajamos aquí. ¿Puede esperar, por favor?
Nos bajamos aquí. ¿Puede esperar, por favor? Okay, that felt a little bit better.
Do you remember how to say, where do you have to get off? In a formal setting.
Okay, where do you have to get off is formal, whatever that means, y'all. Well, we know what it means, but is it going to change me getting it wrong? Probably not. Okay, donde. We know it's donde. You have to. We just did this one. Okay, perfect. Donde tiene que. You have to. And then bajarse. Get off.
¿Dónde tiene que bajarse?
Donde tiene que bajarse. This part right here throws me off because if y'all pay attention, right? You get off and you have to get off in English can be interchangeable for the most part. But it seems to have a very distinct difference in this case. I'm just saying.
What's the way to say, on?
In.
En.
Now, let's learn how to say, next.
Próximo.
Próximo.
Listen closely one more time.
Próximo.
Próximo.
Let's see if you can say, next.
Excuse me. Próximo.
Próximo.
Try to say, stop.
Parada. We know it's parada because we did this already. Pero it could also be para. Okay? But in this case, parada.
Parada.
Based on what you've seen so far, how do you think you would say, at the next stop? Literally, you're saying, on the next stop.
On the next stop. En el próximo parada? Or could it be on the stop next? No. Okay. Okay. I remember this one. It's read just as you see it. Usually it'll flip and she'll tell you. I think she'll say something. But it's en el próximo parada.
En la próxima parada.
Próxima, it's feminine. En la próxima parada. Because stop is feminine, so it's la próxima.
Did you notice anything strange about the placement of
Próxima.
in that sentence? In most Spanish sentences, the adjective comes after the noun. We have seen this in phrases like,
La tarjeta azul,
and
un hotel acogedor,
this is not always the case, though. There are a few categories of Spanish adjectives that come before the noun. These include adjectives of quantity, as in
Pocos mapas.
numbers, as in,
tres boletos,
and adjectives that express the speaker's subjective opinion.
una buena película,
In some cases, you can put an adjective in front of the noun to emphasize or enhance it.
Okay, y'all. So everything you thought you knew is different. So La tarjeta azul is what we are familiar with, having the noun in front of the adjective. And hotel acogedor, I think that's comfortable hotel. But in this particular case, it is the way we say it in English. These include adjectives of quantity. So this is adjectives of quantity. How many? How much? Such as pocos mapas, tres boletas, and una banana. Oh, excuse me, una buena película. The good movie, a good movie. So here, those are some reasons it would be different. I think remembering this will literally just be you practice. Practice.
Let's try something new. How would you formally say, do you get off at the next stop?
So you get off, remember, is in its formal su, se. I thought su was formal, but se, baja, se baja en la próxima parada. And again, it is la próxima because the word for stop, the Spanish word for stop, is feminine.
¿Se baja en la próxima parada?
Se baja en la próxima parada.
What's the formal way to say, we get off here? Can you wait, please?
We get off here. Okay. We get off here. We get off here. Nos bajamos aquí. ¿Puede esperar, por favor?
Nos bajamos aquí. ¿Puede esperar, por favor?
Do you remember how to say, where do you have to get off? In a formal setting.
¿Dónde es dónde bajarse? Hold on.
¿Dónde tiene que bajarse?
Oops, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. ¿Dónde tiene que bajarse?
How do you say, do you get off at the next stop? In a formal situation.
Do you get off at the next stop? Okay, so do is going, you get off. Se baja en la próxima parada. La próxima parada.
¿Se baja en la próxima parada?
Se baja en la próxima parada.
Now let's learn following.
Siguiente.
Siguiente.
Do you remember how to say following?
Siguiente.
Siguiente.
A way to remember siguiente is like segundo, second, or second is after one, or primero. So if you were to say following one event, right? An event is occurring, and then following that event, which would be segundo, siguiente. That's how I remember it. Siguiente. It's almost like saying secondly.
Based on what you've already learned, can you figure out how to say, no, I get off at the following one? Literally, you're saying, no, I get off on the following.
No. Yo bajo en el siguiente, the last siguiente. I don't know. Hold on. Siguiente, the following one. Siguiente. No. Yo bajo en el siguiente or la siguiente. La, I think it is.
No, me bajo en la siguiente.
Okay, there we go. No me bajo. So it's not yo. No me bajo en la siguiente.
What's the formal way to say, we get off here? Can you wait, please?
We get off here. Nos bajamos aquí. ¿Puede esperar, por favor?
Nos bajamos aquí. ¿Puede esperar, por favor?
Buenos días. She's buenos días. ¿Cómo se dice? Hold on. Don't tell me, because my brain gotta process it. Hold on. It's not processing. I want to say welcome. Hold on, y'all. Bienvenido. Hey, Rose. So you know what's funny, Rose, is you came right after Marcos left, the one I was telling you about last live. Okay. This is why I need to go. I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on coming up with like a solid schedule for y'all.
Do you remember how to say, where do you have to get off? In a formal setting.
So we haven't learned pretty much anything. If you watch the last live, we are doing the same live, the same content. The only difference is I forgot to share my screen. So you get to see the content and not just hear it, which I think helps tremendously. Excuse me. And yes, I went swimming. Okay, I'm gonna change the subject for a second. I went swimming for a, a different content, because I like to do different challenges. This is probably the longest challenge I've ever done. Spanish learning, the longest challenge I've ever done, the most consistent I've ever been doing anything, literally anything. So I don't know what it is. I'm just like addicted now. But I swim. And so I said, I'm gonna do a swim challenge. And then I got sick, y'all. I went swimming on a very cold day and forgot to wear a hat. Okay. Esta mañana. Pero estoy lista ahora. So is it mañana tomorrow or wait, I can't see that word. Is it tomorrow? Is tomorrow busy? But wait, the morning? Are you saying the morning? Estoy mañana, not la mañana, right? So it's a busy morning, but I am lista ahora. Oh, muy bien. I don't know why sometimes I struggle with reading Spanish, even though I'm better at reading than listening and speaking. Me encanta. Oh, yes. Swimming is the best. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. If we had like a nice little group, we could do ¿cómo se dice? Na, nada y español or something like that, like a Spanish meetup. And we do different activities. That's what I had in my mind, but I don't have, not yet. I don't have the following, but I really would love for all of us to, especially the ones who are like close, to do fun activities in person and practice Spanish and speak Spanish and do it with Spanish speakers, native Spanish speakers. I would love that. Me encanta esta. A girl can only dream. Vamos a la playa. Yes. Invierno. Okay. En verano. Let's do it. ¿Cómo se dice let's do it? Okay. we do have another lesson after this, so I gotta hurry up for y'all so we can get straight so we can start our next lesson. But let's plan. Como se dice? Oh my god, I just learned this. Let's plan a trip a la playa. Juntos, like como se dice, like por todo, por todos. Let's try it. Oh yes, in Jersey, listen, Jersey es muy divertido y bonito, sí. And then and then as we grow, hear me out, we could go to Mexico. I'm so obsessed. Okay, not just Mexico. I just love Mexico. But we can go to a Spanish speaking country outside of the United States. Oops. And go to like a beach. Oh my God. When I tell you that Cancun beach, do something to you, your soul. All right, here we go. Donde? Okay, so you have to. Donde tiene que bajarse?
¿Dónde tiene que bajarse?
Donde tiene que bajarse?
How do you say, do you get off at the next stop? In a formal situation.
Oh, and also, before we make that Mexico trip, we definitely got to go to Baltimore, Maryland. Maybe not Baltimore, but Maryland beaches are beautiful as well. You get off at the next stop. You get off at the next stop. Okay. Se baja en la próxima parada.
¿Se baja en la próxima parada?
Se baja en la próxima parada. That say is going to say te tu and I'm sure it's another one that ti. Y'all. Versus yo, me, mi, estoy. Sí, Mexico, DR, yes, PR, let's go. And you don't need no passport for PR.
Try to say, no, I get off at the following one.
No, I get off at the following one. No, I get off at the following. Let me pause. No. Me bajo, lo siento. Me bajo en la siguiente. Okay, there we go. Me bajo en la siguiente.
No, me bajo en la siguiente.
Siguiente. Okay.
Do you remember how to say, we get off?
Nos bajamos.
Nos bajamos.
Let's hear you say, we get off there.
Nos bajamos aquí. Oh, lo siento, allí.
Nos bajamos allí.
What's the formal way to say, you get off?
Se bajarse. Se baja.
Se baja.
Let's see if you can say, next.
La próxima or el próximo.
Próximo.
Okay, there we go.
Now try and say, at the next stop.
A la próxima parada. Próxima parada.
En la próxima parada.
See, I gotta remember, I have to kind of read backwards and then forwards.
Do you remember how to say, Following.
Siguiente.
Siguiente.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to do the review. I did the review yesterday and I failed miserably. Okay. And that's going to take us a lot more time. Yay. Love this. Okay. So what if, Rose, what if, and anyone else who's listening, catching the replay, because I get a lot of replayers. What if we schedule, but the hardest part of this is everybody's schedule is different. But if you rocking with, all right, if you rocking with the channel, right? I'm sure you can adjust your schedule. Let's try, hear me out. Invierno. You think we could raise money so that we all can go? And then that way, if you have to change your schedule, it won't hurt that bad because you didn't have to pay as much or pay at all or whatever happens. I feel like, but that raising money thing could get tricky because what if we don't? I don't know. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about traveling. The cheapest travel, obviously. Because I love to travel on a budget. I love doing things on a budget. Um, and then raising the money if it's needed. It might not even be needed. Everybody might be, might be able to afford to to um go on a trip, but possibly raising money so that we can have a good time. And it could be small. We could start small. Um so far 2 of us are very close. We're literally a bridge away. A bridge away. And we can start in como se dice how do you say Jersey Nuevo? Y Philadelphia. Um and so we could easily do a Jersey trip, which is free. Well, we don't have to raise money for that. And come up with different places to go. Um, whether it's nightlife, whether it's turismo, um, where else? Where else? Places where we have to interact with the Spanish culture, where we have to practice our Spanish. That is the only way we're gonna do this. It's like a field trip for our Spanish class. Are you on social media? Yes. Nuevo Jersey, pero New Jersey is cool. Okay. So we practice in Spanish, girl. You know that. You know that. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm excited. And and the cool thing about going to like a beach, I don't know. Jersey used to when I was younger, they tried to make you pay $5 to go on that beach. Okay. But I don't know if they still exist. I don't know if the price went up. Um, but yeah, they tried it. They tried it. we used to sneak. We used to sneak on the beach, past the little checkpoints, and just run. And they didn't have time to try to run after us. But the beaches, it's affordable, y'all. The most they're gonna charge us is to actually be there on the beach. That's it, and the toll from wherever you coming from. And then I can look up where something in Jersey. They have a lot. It's a large Hispanic community in Jersey. Yes. Yes, we for sure we have to go to a Spanish restaurant. Okay. Oh, and then can we do Cinco de Mayo here in Philly? We have a Cinco de Mayo, even though it's not like a real Spanish. Though we all know it's not a real Spanish holiday. It is still celebrated. Okay. All right, let's move on to lesson 6. Let's try and breeze through this. The link is in the chat. If anybody, you are welcome to come up today. It's Sunday. I got all day. Mi niños, ¿cómo se dice? Esta, mi niños, la casa de mi mamá. So, I got like 2 more hours. Okay. Let me get out of here. And then we are on lección 6.
Let's hear you say, at the next stop.
Oh my goodness. A la próxima parada.
En la próxima parada.
En la próxima parada. Okay. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome.
Do you remember how to say, do you get off at the next stop? In a formal setting.
Do you get off at the next stop? Didn't we just do this? Did we do? Okay. Do you get off at the next stop? Esta. No, I'm saying it wrong. Se abaja. Se abaja en la parada. En la próxima parada.
¿Se baja en la próxima parada?
Okay. Y'all gonna have to help me because I'm burnt out. We only got 25, which is awesome. 25 slides. Se baja en la próxima parada.
Try to say, following.
Following, siguiente.
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 Do you remember how to say, no, I get off at the following one?
No. No. I get off. No. Me bajo en la siguiente. En la siguiente. Siguiente.
No, me bajo en la siguiente.
Okay. No me bajo en la siguiente.
Here's how you would say, to get on.
Subirse.
Subirse. Oh my goodness. So get off is bajarse. Get on is subirse. Where's my notebook? Y'all, I really need to find my Spanish notebook. Okay. Say get off. And subirse. Get on.
Now, how do you say, to get on?
Subirse.
Subirse.
So far, so good. Can you figure out how to say, I can get on at the next stop?
I see. I can. I'm going to assume it's puedo. Puedo. Or is it yo puedo? Or is it me? See, this is where I mess up. I don't know if it's just puedo. I don't know if it's yo puedo. I'm gonna assume it's yo puedo. Subirse en la próxima parada. What y'all think? I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds. Okay. Here we go.
Puedo subirme en la próxima parada.
Oh, y'all see that? Subirme. Why me? Puedo. There's no yo. See, I thought it was yo too. Yo también. Yo. No yo. Puedo. Subirme. Which doesn't make sense. But okay. To get on. I get on. But I thought, okay, maybe. Okay, maybe. The puedo, puedo is there because it says can, I can. But they also kind of do a situation where they cancel. If you were to cancel out the puedo, it would just be I can. And you know that because this is an irregular verb, the may goes in a back. Maybe that's what that is. So puedo subirme because it's irregular verb. En la próxima parada. The rest is the same. Girl, them ears be killing me. Okay. So escribe, if you can, subirme for the conjugated verb of when pertaining to oneself. Mm. Okay.
Do you remember how to say, "Where do you have to get off?" in a formal setting?
¿Dónde? Because remember, we looked up a dónde versus dónde. Es muy complicado para mí, pero we're going to figure it out. Okay, we're going to get through this. ¿Dónde tiene que, and then get off, bajarse. Or, yeah, bajarse. No. Is it bajarse? Let me cheat real quick. Yes, bajarse. Okay.
¿Dónde tiene que bajarse?
Donde tiene que bajarse. And it's you have to, tiene que is the tiene que, even though we know it would we've seen this tiene a, pero when tiene you have to and not you have, and then to get off, if to get off, bajarse, I don't know how to describe this. Hold up. Rewind. You have to, which is the verb, the action. That the fact that the word to is connected to the verb have makes it become, I think, what is that called? Not a imperative. Makes it become imperative, right? So because it's imperative, it ends up with this K instead of A. So tiene que. Don't quote me on that. That is how I'm rationalizing it in my brain. So that I can understand why it's not tiene a. So tiene que is have to. You have to. Not you have. And then to get off is you have to. And then the verb get off. I hope that makes sense. So you end up with donde tiene que bajarse.
How do you say, do you get off at the next stop? In a formal situation.
Okay, and another way to explain it. One is setting you up for the verb, right? You have to. That is something that the have to is setting you up for the verb, the action to actually do something, right? Versus something that you have in your hand or something that you hold. Okay, so formal, do you get off at the next stop? Let's see. Okay. You get off is baja, and then the you is formal, so it's going to be se baja. In this case, because it is in reference to time and space. So in la próxima parada.
¿Se baja en la próxima parada?
Se baja en la próxima parada.
Try to say, no, I get off at the following one.
No. This is the hard part. No, I get off is bajo. Bajo. Is it yo bajo? No. No, me bajo. There we go. Me bajo en la siguiente.
No, me bajo en la siguiente.
No, me bajo en la siguiente. I have no clue how to describe the me part. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to articulate that in some way.
Now try and say, I can get on at the next stop.
Okay, remember this is the puede. So no yo puedo. Get on is subirme. Because it is an irregular verb, and with irregular verbs, you, for whatever reason, have to add the subject, the pronoun to the back. Okay, think of the pronoun as the Black people of the early 1900s. Okay, no, please don't do that. I forgot I have a very wide audience. Do not. Okay. We'll figure out another way so that you can remember. I can get on at the next stop. Puedo subrime, how do you pronounce it? Subirme en la parada, lo siento, en la próxima parada.
Puedo subirme en la próxima parada.
Puedo subirme en la próxima parada.
Can you figure out how to say, can I get on here?
Puedo, come on, try this, y'all. Puedo. Why am I struggling with get on? Puedo subirme. No, puedo subir aquí. Let's see what y'all say. All right, here we go.
¿Puedo subirme aquí?
Puedo subirme aquí. If you got it right, whoop whoop. Puedo subirme aquí. If this were the case, shouldn't the letter I in this when I'm is what I'm referring to in the English form, the letter I should be purple because it not only is determining what word we use for can, like but it's also allowing the get on to piggyback. So this should be purple. I'm just saying. Good job. Good job. Good job, y'all.
How do you say, do you get off at the next stop? In a formal
Okay.
situation.
Pause. Do you get off at the next stop? I feel this is redundant, but let's get through it. You get off. You get off. Come on, y'all. Okay, so bajarse. So you get off baja en la próxima parada.
¿Se baja en la próxima parada?
Se baja en la próxima parada. Now I just said this feels so redundant. However, entonces, I think it is entonces. I've been trying to learn like those words that you use in between sentences. However, if it would be redundant and feel worthless if I could just say it comfortably. But because I cannot, and I want you guys to think about this also as you learn on your own and with others, it may sound repetitive, but ask yourself, could I say this on my own? Can I say this without reading it? Can I say this without a great deal of like pause so that my brain can truly process the translation? If it doesn't feel natural and come out natural, you better still be practicing.
Try to say, no, I get off at the following one.
Oh, hold up. So okay. I love this right here. I hear entonces everywhere and still not sure what it means. And then the Spanish, ya. Okay. I won't be able to share my this part of the screen, but I have this written down. Thankfully, my children go to a school where they learn Spanish. It does me no good because they don't teach me. The teacher is teaching me on a low. So we're just going to Google it, but we're going to recall what entonces is. That's one of my child's spelling words. But I think this is very important for us to learn so that we can be more fluid in our in when we are speaking. So entonces in Spanish. You ready? It's like a so, a then. Luego, it's like, later, después. You can also it says you can also use entonces for now, but we're not talking about that right there, right at this moment. But at the time. So if you hear entonces, more than likely they're telling you to do something and then something else, like the then. That's the then. Or like the next, except they don't use the word next. Yes, repite. ¿Cómo se dice? Oh man, I forgot clues. Tus ojos. So entonces, there's another one. If y'all give me a few seconds, I'm gonna run downstairs and I'm gonna tell you the other one. Hold on. It's so juicy. Okay, I'm ready because I had to. It's on my wall, so I turned my living room into like a classroom for my kids. Okay, so entonces is so or then, right? The word I was actually trying to say, which I'm glad I ran downstairs to make sure, is aunque. Aunque. However, so please escribe aunque. If you want me to spell it, let me look it up. I think it's A-U-N-Q-U-E. Let me see. Okay. So aunque. A-U-N-Q-U-E. Aunque. However, although I want you to practice aunque y entonces. When I was in the Mexican consulate, because y'all know I'm trying to. When I was in the Mexican consulate, it felt so good to hear the language being spoken and the understanding bits, fragments. It was just fragments, y'all, just fragments. But I understood that she was giving information about the person to, steps. And that little bit of clarity of understanding felt so good. So you want to, aunque you want to keep the a u n gu u e together. So it's one word, aunque. Entonces, like so. Then. And then we can practice this when we're ordering our food. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's move on. We are almost done. I get off at the following one. No. Uh me abajo en la siguiente.
No, me bajo en la siguiente.
No, me bajo en la siguiente. In the following one. I think this is importante, especially like when we were in Mexico, we rode the bus and we had to, communicate as best we could um to get off. So these things they seem like they don't matter, but they do. They really do. They really help.
Now try and say, I can get on at the next stop.
I can get on at the next stop. Remember, this is that one they want to they kind of play with us a little bit. I can, puedo. Pero what if puedo wasn't there? So you put puedo, get on abajo. And was it yo puedo or me puedo? No, I think it was just puedo. Puedo abajo en la próxima parada.
Puedo subirme en la próxima parada.
Lo siento, I'm saying get off and it's saying get on. I do apologize. Puedo subirme, and that's why it wasn't making sense. Puedo subirme en la próxima parada.
Remember this? Say, can I get on here?
Can I, and then I get on here. Remember that? Puedo. Get on is subirme or subirse. But I get on, subirme aquí. Puedo subirme aquí.
¿Puedo subirme aquí?
Based on what you've learned so far, you can figure out how to say, where do I have to get on?
Where do I have to get on? Where do I have to get on? ¿Dónde? Tiene que. And then get on is subirse. Subirse.
¿Dónde tengo que subirme?
They have subirme here. So I guess base the whole sentence, no matter where it is in the sentence, if it's you who you're referring to, maybe it's subirme. Oh, excuse me. Donde tengo que subirme. So we've seen subirme in the beginning of the sentence. We've seen subirme in the middle of the sentence. And we've seen subirme at the end. So even when it's referenced, the I is referenced, the yo is referenced once. So if you are referring to yourself at any point when you are getting ready to do something, it will become subirme, is what I'm learning. ¿Dónde tengo que subirme?
Always remember to research your destination before leaving, and as you are packing, think twice about the valuables you need to take. It is always recommended to leave at home any valuables or things you won't use.
Okay.
Try to say, no, I get off at the following one.
No. And this is get off, which is bajarse. So no. Me bajo en la siguiente. There we go. Okay.
No, me bajo en la siguiente.
Me bajo en la siguiente. I still don't know how to. That is difficult.
Now try and say, I can get on at the next stop.
Puedo. Puedo. So I have to. Bajarse is off, and subir is on, right? Subirse. So subirme. So puedo subirme en la próxima parada.
Puedo subirme en la próxima parada.
Puedo subirme en la próxima parada.
Remember this? Say, can I get on here?
Puedo subirme aquí.
¿Puedo subirme aquí?
Puedo subirme aquí. Remember, no matter where you see subir, verse, subirse. if you're asking for you, can I? Can I? Excuse me. In this particular case, you know that no matter where you see subir, it's going to be me at the end. Good job. Yes. Yes. I think we've mastered it. We've mastered subirme. Until next time, right?
Try to say, where do I have to get on?
All right, here we go. ¿Dónde tienes que? Because it's not to get on, it's I have to. ¿Dónde tienes que bajarse? No, let's get off. Lo siento. Let's get off. Subirme. Because even though I have to get off, I have to, it's still referring to you, right? ¿Dónde tiene que subirme? Let's see.
¿Dónde tengo que subirme?
Yep. ¿Dónde tengo que subirme?
Now, how do you say to get on?
To get on. Subirse.
Subirse.
Subirse. Now, how do you say, this is a question I'm giving y'all. How do you say get off? And we know for get off is the same as like go down, to be down. Abajo. Bajo. I get off. Bajo. Bajarse. That's how you can like remember. Recuerda. Is they're very similar. We did it. Whew. So they have a review. I'm not doing a review. I do apologize in advance. I am burnt out. I'm burnt out. I did 2 because I had to do the first one over, or lesson 5 over. But that was our lesson. These was our lessons for today. I really hope you enjoyed them. I normally don't go live on weekends, especially not Sunday. But I wanted to make sure that we are ready for mañana. Lunes is coming. And mi niños will be home. They are on spring break. So I have listen, I'm going to do my best to keep my schedule, but whew, them kids. I hope you guys watch the movie En la Noche or Esta Noche. Or wait, would it be Esta Noche is this night, tonight. What would be last night? Let me see. Last night. And here we go. Oh, don't forget to follow me so we can. Oh, yes. Okay, you had to put it in the chat. I don't want to say it out loud. Why was it? Maybe. Okay, so here's what I'll do. Follow me and I'll follow you back because I don't know if you want the world to know your Instagram. I don't even care. So I only have one Instagram. It's a business account. It is Ms. Lady Connect, ms.lady.connect. Yes, it is my business. I gotta figure out how to get a personal one that is separate of my business. But until then, I don't listen. Y'all gonna learn. It takes a lot for me to care what people think. So let me see. I'm up my Instagram. How do I? Y'all know I'm slow. But I'm going to get an Instagram specifically for learning. I actually am working. It's called, matter of fact, it's called on Instagram, and I guess that's where you can communicate with me. It's called Watch Me Learn Too. That's what it's called. Watch Me Learn Too. That way I know how I know you. It has 1 follower. Shout out to the 1 follower. Who is that? Shout out to the 1 follower. But this, if you want to like talk to me directly, you can definitely do so on Instagram. It's called Watch Me Learn. WATCHMELEARN, and then the number 2. Watch Me Learn. Miss Liddy Connect is my dating business or dating prep business. So we ain't trying to get y'all hooked up. Not yet. Mm, okay. So if that's all we have, please make sure you are, and it says anoche. Last night is anoche. Anoche. That's so easy. Okay. So I hope you watched una película anoche. But if you did not, está bien. It's no problema. Because, and that's one of we're gonna these transitional words. We're gonna be learning these transitional words. Um, because let me see what because is, y'all. ¿Por qué? Oh, so why without the accent is because. So ¿por qué? Because I forgot my train of thought. Forget it. Forget it. I have a business and personal too. It's okay. Listen, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with this generation, and I feel like it's a combination of two generations. But I'm so impressed because we have not allowed anything to stop us from living our best life. And I applaud anyone who has a business, even if it's not doing well right now. It's okay. Long as you are working in it, working on it. Um, if it is successful, congratulations. Seriously, congratulations. And keep going. Because and this is a little tangent, kinda, because we know what is out there. The same propaganda trying to make us afraid to leave the country. The same propaganda that teaches us um or wants us to believe that learning multiple languages is too hard or can't be done or is not needed. Those are the same people who want us not to, be um, independent and have our money be autonomous, right? And so, and when you have your own business, and when if even if you have a hustle, y'all, I ain't gonna tell y'all what I got. Too much, too much. Listen, the IRS ain't coming for me. Too much going on, but not enough and too much. Okay. Um, and so those same entities, they really want us to be downtrodden and to be uh, befuddled by the complexities that they've created for us. And I love that we navigate through and see that things, we don't have to continuously work for somebody else. And even if we do, we have these other things that we do to remind ourselves that we are our own people. I love that. And I'm not referring to any specific race, religion, belief, none of that. I'm talking about generations. And so I'm just proud of us. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of everybody who went to the No Kings rally yesterday. um, I'm proud of the people who stayed home. Wink, wink. And I implore you all to find something that you are passionate about. Find something you are good at. Find something that you can make your own income from. That people believe in you for creating or doing a service, a product. Find something that brings you joy. For me, that is learning. I love to learn. I love it. I love learning. And and take that and do whatever it is you want to do with it. I mean it. I mean it. Do it as long and as much as you can. Okay? That's my 2 cents for today. Have a wonderful day. I will see you all later and whatever live you make it to. I'll see you, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. If you are on spring break, have a wonderful spring break. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe, and share me, my channel, my contents, this video with someone who likes to learn Spanish. Peace out, y'all.